Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1988 season is on the air. Today's date is May 31st, 1988. This is the final game in the month of May that we will show. We are at the Mistake by the Lake, also known as Cleveland Stadium, for a game between the Kansas City Royals and the Cleveland Indians. The Royals come into this game a record of 28-21, right behind the Oakland Athletics in the American League West. The Indians are at 22-27, only 5 games under 500, still got a long way to go yet, trying to stay relevant in the American League East. John West and Brian B. join us here at the Mistake by the Lake, as well as John Solner and Brian Patterson. Kansas City historically won this game. The Royals had 6 runs, 13 hits, and 2 errors. The Indians, 3 runs, 9 hits, and 1 error. But we already know that Inside Pitch has a mind of its own. Kind of like what happened yesterday in a game that was supposed to have, that had historically 21 runs, and yet there was only 2. Pretty good game yesterday between the Astros and the Cubs. Check it out. So what will happen with Inside Pitch tonight? Well, I guess we're about to find out here as we end the month of May, about to enter the month of June. So let's see what the final game of May will have to say tonight. Let's get to it. Starting pitcher for the Cleveland Indians in this game is John Farrell. Don't know much about him. 14 wins, 10 losses, a 4.24 ERA. He got the call for the Tribe tonight. So we will see what the Royals have to do, as they are 7 games above 500, and right now they're trying to make a playoff push, but we still got a long way to go before we get to the pennant race. So let's get right to it. Let's go top of the first. Leading off for the Royals will be the shortstop, Kurt Stillwell, 251 average, 10 homers, 53 RBIs. We will use gray, white, and blue dice. Indians are the home team. The fans here at Cleveland Stadium would like to see a win, and we will find out and see what happens tonight. Farrell, 5-5, possible error. Stillwell, 2-1 against the righty, ground ball to first. That's picked up by Upshaw. His error rating is a 5. That's a 4, and it's going to go through the wickets, and just like that, the Indians will start with an error. That is going to be an E3 on Upshaw. First error on the Indians. They did have an error in the game historically. So that is how the game will begin, with a runner on first. Infield double play. Next batter, center fielder, Willie Wilson. 262 average, 1 homer, 37 RBIs. Stillwell had 6 stolen bases. He's not going to go anywhere. Wilson gets the bunt sign, but he's swinging away. Farrell, 5-1 against the switch left. Walk, and that will be ball 4, and just barely. Cleveland Stadium subtracts 1 from strikeouts and 3 from walks. Against the righty, Wilson is a 5. -3 makes him a 2, and he barely walks Wilson. Wilson didn't walk much in 88, but he will walk there. 64 walks were given up by Farrell in 88, and already the Royals are in business. And the next batter will be the first baseman, this guy, George Brett. Another Hall of Famer that Scott Rowland can't hold his jockstrap. 306 average, 24 homers, 103 RBIs. Pay attention, baseball writers. This is a real Hall of Famer. Runners at first and second. Anything on the strat? The answer is no. Farrell will pitch. Farrell, 6'6", strikeout, 15 is high. Brett, 2-1, and he popped it up to first. That's going to be in foul territory. Upshaw will get it, and he will make the catch a little bit to the left, to the right of the foul line, and that's out number 1. Next up will be the right fielder, Danny Tartable, 274 average, 26 homers, 102 RBIs. Always felt Tartable was pretty solid. strategy roll. That is a 20. Farrell does have a balk and pickoff, but nothing will happen. Farrell, 4-6, strikeout 16. That's high. Tartable, 3-5, and it's a fly ball hit the left. And Hall will get there and make the play for out number 2. 2 men down, and that will bring up the third baseman, Kevin Seitzer. Had a very good year in 88, 304 average, 5 homers, 60 RBIs. Runner still at first and second. That is a 10, no play. Farrell with the pitch, 3-5, that's a blank. Seitzer, 6-2, it's a fly ball to right. He'll get out of the inning. Getting over there is going to be Snyder, and that'll retire the side. No runs, no hits, 1 error, and a walk, but the Royals aren't able to do anything with it. We will go to the bottom of the first. As Baseball with the Demos joins us here at Cleveland Stadium. He did play a very good demonstration of season ticket baseball. They're already crying rigged. Yeah, I know, right? He did a very good demonstration of season ticket baseball. A lot of people are playing it. I'm sorry. You know how I feel about that kind of system. Sorry, it doesn't work for me. It doesn't work for me. But I will continue to watch other people play it. It looks like it's a lot of fun, but I'm going to stick with, in my opinion, with what works. Modest King joins us here at Cleveland Stadium. Let's go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the Kansas City Royals tonight is Mark Gubicza. We've seen him already this year. 20 wins, 8 losses, a 2.70 ERA. Had a very good year in 88. Let's see what the Indians do tonight. Second baseman Julio Franco leads off for the Indians. The ageless one, 23 years in the majors. I don't know. Why'd you give him the Hall of Fame? He was in the majors for 23 years. 303 average, 10 homers, 54 RBIs. Gubicza will make the pitch. 6-2, range play at the park. Cleveland Stadium, 2-4. It's a single to center, but it's a range play for Willie Wilson. His range is a 2. He won't get it, and that's going to be a base hit. That's going to be a single to center as Franco will get on base with a leadoff single, as Willie Wilson couldn't make the play, and Franco will hold it first. Baseball Demos, that game today was definitely rigged. Runner on first, that'll bring up the first baseman, Willie Upshaw. You're always down with Upshaw. 245 average, 11 homers, 50 RBIs. Infield, a double play. Franco, 25 stolen bases. He gets the steal sign. 14 plus 1 is 15. Quirk, a 0. I'm going to send him. A 1-15, Franco is safe. And, of course, he is out. 1 down. As Quirk gets up from his crouch and fires to second and gets Franco at second base. The evil D20 rises again. I mean, you're the Indians. You're 5 games under 500. You're trying to win ball games here to have a shot at a playoff in the future. Upshaw will now bat with the bases empty. Gubicza, 1-2. That's at the park. Cleveland Stadium, 2-2. Popped up behind the plate. And that's going to be Quirk who'll make the catch for the out. 2 outs. The batter is Carter. Center fielder Joe Carter, 271 average, 27 homers, 98 RBIs. Carter, of course, would win a championship with the Blue Jays in a few years. You can prevent Franco from attempting anything if you tried, right? Gubicza with the pitch, 3-1, strikeout 4, swing and a miss, struck him out. And that retires the side. First strikeout for Gubicza. He had 183 of them in 88. No runs and a hit, no score after 1. I know you mostly do it off the strat roll, but it would be okay to just call for steals whenever, right? Of course. If you wanna go ahead, If you want to go ahead and you want to call a steal, who says you got to roll the strat? The strat roll is, it does say in here, strategy roll. All can be overridden based on game situation or gamer's choice. Simple. You want to use a strat roll? You can. If you don't want to, that's fine. It's not going to really change anything. I use it to simulate strategy to see how a game goes, and I happen to like the strategy roll very much. I think it was well done. What kind of gives it the solitaire feel. We go to the top of the second. Leading off for the Royals will be their designated hitter, Bill Buckner. Yep, he's on the Royals here in 88. 249 average, 3 homers, 43 RBIs in the declining years of his career. Farrell will go ahead and make the pitch. Farrell, 2-3. That is a blank. Buckner, 5-4. It's grounded to second. Franco will take care of it. And next up will be the left fielder, Bo Knows Baseball Jackson. Not a Hall of Famer, but one of the greatest athletes in American history. 246 average, 25 homers, 68 RBIs. No, I do not put him in the Hall of Fame, but I do give him the credit for being the athlete that he was. Farrell will go ahead and pitch. Farrell, 5-3. That's a blank. I'm sorry, no, that's a pitcher result. A righty, 1-8's and out. The 4 is good. And he's going to get Jackson, and that's going to be a ground out to third. That'll be out number 2. Running a little too fast on myself here. And that'll bring up the catcher, as Brian B says, Jamie Menet Quirk. I actually like that one, Brian B. 240 average, 8 homers, 25 RBIs. Quirk, the catcher for tonight's game for the Royals. Farrell, 6-2. Home run chance. Lefty, 1-10 is good. The 13 is high. Quirk, 1-3. It's a deep fly ball to center, but it'll stay in the park. And Carter will get to it and put it away. Nice job by Farrell so far. 1-2-3, go the Royals. You override the S+ rolls when a team is way behind, so the batter is not thrown out at second. Yep, inside pitch can be customized any way you like. If you want to change the ratings of a player, go right ahead and do so. It's just very customizable. You can do what you want with inside pitch. There are other games that you really can't do with the other games. There are other games you really just can't do it. I guess I need a batter, don't I? Leading off for the Indians in the bottom of the second will be the right fielder, Corey Snyder. Had a good year in 88, 272 average, 26 homers, 75 RBIs. Nothing wrong with those stats. Steeler fan joins us here at Cleveland Stadium. Gubicza, 2-4. That is a blank. Snyder, 2-2. Popped up the second base, actually. And it's going to be Wellman. They'll make the catch, out number 1. Next batter will be the left fielder, Mel Hall. Had a good year also in 88. 280 average, 6 homers, 71 RBIs. The thing about this Indians team, they can hit, but their fielding ratings are bad. Gubicza, 2-3, wild pitch, ball 1. Gubicza again, 6-5, range play. Hall, 5-6, popped up to first base. It's going to be going into shallow right. First baseman Brett has a range of 3, and he'll make the catch. Wow, over his head, but he got it. And that's going to be a pop fly ball to first, and that's out number 2. Nice play by Brett. I would have dropped for a single if he didn't get it. Next batter will be the third baseman, Brooke Jacoby. I always felt he was going to be a lot more than what he was, Jacoby. 241 average, 9 homers, 49 RBIs. Chuck Rawlings joins us here at Cleveland Stadium. Gubicza with the pitch. 3-5, error on a throw. Jacoby, 2-6, and that's going to be an infield single to third. It's picked up by Seitzer. His error rating is a 13. That's a 4. He's going to try to get Jacoby, and he's going to throw that ball away. It's an error on a throw, which will make Jacoby That's an infield single, so it's an automatic infield single. The error is bad already. Range doesn't matter. Jacoby will go to second, and that will be a single and an error for Jacoby. And that is an E. That is an E5 as well. So a single and an error. First error on the Royals. They did have 2 errors in the game historically, and Jacoby will find up on second. So the Indians get another chance, and here comes the Cleveland designated hitter, Dave Clark. 263 average, 3 homers, 18 RBIs. 2 outs. Runner on second now in the error. Gubicza can't believe that he should be out of the inning. Strategy, 15, nothing happening. Gubicza, 5-6, strikeout 3, swing and a miss, strikeout, and the inning is over. That'll be strikeout number 2 for Gubicza. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 error. After 2, no score. Yeah, I get 4x6 bags for inside pitch. And some people think, why are they too big? I mean, here's what the bags look like, how I have them in here. So I usually have the bags here. And then what I do at the end of the season, when I'm all done, I fold them like this, throw them like that, and rubber band them. And that's how they're protected. And then I put them in the boxes that I have for them. That's how I protect my inside pitch cards. I've also finally gotten some storage, so now all of my stuff is now in a storage locker right next to, pretty much about 3 minutes away from my home, which is pretty good. And let me see here. Yes, the Stratomatic Advanced Epic on sports. Yeah, Stratomatic coming up with those black cards, which is a nice little fad. Not too bad. Hey, Strat, would be nice to have all the players. Hey, Strat, it'd be nice if your PC game would come out of the DOS ages and move into the 21st century. Hey, Strat, you may want to have maybe a better card stock. Hey, Strat, you might want to have more seasons. Hey, never mind. I'll stop. Let's go to the top of the third. Leading off for the Royals will be their second baseman, Brad Wellman. Didn't play in many games for Kansas City, about 71. He gets the call at second tonight. 271 average, a homer, and 6 RBIs. Don't want to knock Strat. I know I got a lot of Strat fans out there. Farrell, 6-6, strikeout 10, swing and a miss, strikeout. He gets him. And that's the first strikeout for Farrell. He had 92 of them in 88. Next batter is Stillwell. Stillwell reached on an error his first time up. Yeah, you're right, Brian. They did announce heavier card stock for 22 and 76. That is true. They did actually say heavier card stock. I'm not ordering any Strat. So if you get some card stock, Brian, when you get them, I know you're just pre-ordering, but when you get them, send me a picture. I'd like to see what they look like. Nah, baseball demos. I'll let ID Jester take care of the Strat brand. There's Stillwell, as I said, reached on an error his last time up. Farrell, 5-3. That's a pitcher result. Again, and a switch left, a 1-5. That 6 is high. Stillwell, 5-2. It's a fly ball hit to left. And Hall will get there. Hall will get there for the out, 2 down. Here comes Wilson. Wilson walked his first time up. Farrell will go ahead and make the pitch. Farrell, 5-1. Against the switch left walk. The 17 is high. Wilson, 3-2. It's a fly ball hit to center. And Carter will get to that one and put it away. 1, 2, 3, go the Royals. No score here going in the bottom of the third. As Jeff Merklin joins us here at Cleveland Stadium, the mistake by the lake. Kind of amazes me that Replay is the best online version of their game, considering, yes, Replay has the best system for their ball games, and you can use it for anything. I use Action PC Baseball for setting up my rosters for every game, but that's because Action PC has all the seasons. Replay does not. It's sad they don't. When Replay goes ahead and gets all the seasons that are available for like Inside Pitch and others, I may switch to Replay. Replay, their user interface is excellent. It is the best. got to admit that. Replay has the best user interface of any baseball game you can play. And don't get me wrong, I love action PC baseball. I have no problem using that interface either. Leading off for the Indians will be the catcher, Andy Allenson. 263 average, 5 homers, 49 RBIs in 88. Gubicza with the pitch. 5-3, walk, 11. That is high. Allenson, 3-4, ground ball hit the first. And Brett will have no trouble with it. He'll take it himself. Next up will be the shortstop, Jay Bell. 218 average, 2 homers, 21 RBIs. Hey, Strat, thank you for letting the Red Sox dump the Yankees in my 73 replay. Gubicza, 6-4 against the righties. Strikeout plus. Nat 12 will get Bell easily. And that is strikeout number 3 for Gubicza. He had 183 of them in 88. He was pretty good. Had a pretty good pitching repertoire that year. Here's Franco. Franco is 1 for 1. Got a base hit his first time up. Gubicza, 5-3. Walk, 6. Yes, barely. It's outside. It's ball 4. Franco will trot to first. And he barely got the walk, but he does get it. And that is the first walk issued by Gubicza. He had 80 of them in 88. Here's Upshaw. Upshaw is 0 for 1. He popped out. Franco, 25 stolen bases. He does not get the steal sign this time. Gubicza, 6-6. That's at the park. The mistake by the lake, 5-4. It's a fly to right. And Tartable will come in a little bit, and he will grab it. Nothing across except a walk. No score after 3. I mean, I've been looking at season ticket baseball. I also downloaded the rules and all that stuff. But I just, I know Stratomatic has the 50-50, and all that. But I look at season ticket, and to me, it looks like 33, 33, 13, and 13. That's what I kind of see. 33, 33, what is it? I mean, 33, 33, and 33. I mean, that's what I thought it looked like. I mean, the pitcher card comes into play 33% of the time, the batter card 33% of the time. Then you go to the fielder, 1 out of 6, and then the ballpark 1 out of 6. I don't know. I still think it takes away the pitcher batter confrontation that you get with inside pitch and, of course, payoff pitch. And yes, rest in peace, Cindy Williams. She now joins Penny Marshall up there in heaven. So they are now both they're both now they're now both doing it up there. Absolutely. We go to the top of the 4th. No score here. Leading off for the Royals will be George Brett. He is 0 for 1. A real Hall of Famer, like Mike Schmidt, not like Scott Rowland. Farrell, 6-1, that's blank. Brett, 3-5, it's a fly ball hit to right. Snyder will get to it for the out. Squiggy is there too. Yes, I believe he is as well. Here's Tartable. Tartable is 0 for 1. Farrell, he'll make the pitch. 5-4, wild pitch, ball 1. 3-6, and that is a home run result. Righty needs a 19. That's a 12. That's out of here. Kaboom! That ball is high, deep, and gone over the left field wall. Danny Tartable pounds a home run by Farrell. That's also the first hit off of Farrell in the ball game. But what a hit that is. A big-time bomb by Tartable. It's 1-0 in favor of the Royals. As Farrell pitches Tartable a basketball, and Tartable slam dunks it out of the park. Next batter is Seitzer, and he's 0 for 1. Farrell got to keep his composure now. Royals have a 1-0 lead. Farrell, 5-1 against the righty strikeout. The 19 is high. Seitzer, 3-1. He popped it up to first. And that's going to be in fair territory, but that will be caught. for out number 2. Two outs now for the great Bill Buckner. He is 0 for 1. You like season ticket for the ease of play, but the game system is not your favorite. There's a lot of amazing games out there, but which games make you feel like it's baseball? Inside pitch does. I think inside pitch does. I think payoff pitch does. I heard deep. I watch a little bit of Cards and Dice TV's Deep Drive. I think Deep Drive baseball makes it look a little bit feel like baseball a little bit. You know, I don't know. Farrell with the pitch. 1-1, strikeout, 14 is high. Buckner, 1-1, fly ball, center field. And Carter will get to it and put it away. And that'll retire the side. 1 run on 1 hit. A solo bomb by Tartable. Royals up 1-0. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Leadoff man has to bat again, Dave. If the leadoff man bats twice, that's batting around. That's at least how I define it. Bottom of the 4th inning. And leading off for the Indians will be Joe Carter. He'll hit a big-time home run in 1993 for the Blue Jays at one point. Gubicza with the pitch. Gubicza, 2-3, wild pitch, ball 1. Gubicza again, 4-1, that's going to be an out. And it will be a ground ball to first, handled easily by Brett. And that's the first out. Ronald Spersky joins us here at Cleveland Stadium. Good to have Mr. Spersky join us. 1 out. Here comes Snyder. Snyder is 0 for 1. Gubicza with the pitch. 2-2. Strikeout 7. Swing and a miss. Strikeout. And that is the second out. That was a high rising fastball. Snyder had no chance to catch up with that. 2 down. And now the batter is Hall. Hall was 0 for 1. Hall is 0 for 1. Was Bo Jackson not healthy this game? I don't know. He's in the lineup there, Modest King. He is in the lineup, so I'm pretty sure he must have been healthy. I don't think he is in the lineup tonight. Gubicza with the pitch. 5-3. Walk. 9. Nope. Hall, a 3-6, and that's a fly ball to center. And Wilson will have no problem with it. And a nice job by Gubicza. And 1-2-3 go the Indians, 1-0 in favor of the Crown Royals. By the way, congratulations to any Eagles and Chiefs fans out there going to the Super Bowl. That Niners-Eagles game was blech. But the Bengals-Chiefs game was pretty darn good. That Bengals-Chiefs game was pretty darn good. I got to admit that. I feel bad for Osai for hitting Mahomes out for the late hit. I understand that he was beside himself with that, but I don't care what any Bengal fan says. They didn't lose because of just that one penalty. They lost because of 2 interceptions thrown by Burrow, and the Bengals really couldn't get out of their own way. We go to the top of the 5th, and speaking of Bo knows baseball Jackson. He is up. He leads off. Jackson is 0 for 1, and no, Bo does not know hockey, according to Wayne Gretzky. Farrell with the pitch. 4-2, hit by pitch. 4, yeah, he hit him. Pop, ouch. Jackson is a 2, plus 5 is a 7, and he will hit Jackson. So Jackson gets popped in the shoulder. He'll go to first on a hit batter. First hit batter in the game. The Niners had no chance. The Niners had no chance as soon as Purdy went down. That game was over as soon as that happened. Here's Quirk. He's 0 for 1. Infield double play. Jackson had 27 stolen bases. And he's going to go 16. Wow. But Farrell, pretty good. 16 minus 4 is 12. And Allenson minus 1 is 11. You know what? He ain't going. That's a 65% chance, and I already have somebody thrown out at second. Farrell, very good at holding off stolen bases. He's going to stay put. Farrell will pitch. 4-6, strikeout 12. Yes, cold strike 3 on Quirky. Got him. And that is strikeout number 2 for Farrell. And also the first out. Here's Wellman. Wellman is 0 for 1. Here comes the strategy roll again. And again, Jackson. No, this time Jackson does not get the steal sign. And Wellman, he gets the bunt. But Wellman does get the bunt sign, though. No, he doesn't, actually. Does he get the hit and run? No. Farrell with the pitch. 3-1, blank. Wellman, 5-1. That's a fly ball hit to center. Carter will track it down for out number 2. Here's Stillwell. Stillwell is 0 for 2, but reached on an error. Strategy roll again. And nope, nothing happening. Jackson stays at first. Farrell, infield is now back. Farrell, 1-4. Range play. Stillwell, 4-2. Fly ball hit to center again. It's up to Joe Carter to make a play. His range is a 2. Nope, he's not going to get it. And that's going to be a single for Stillwell. Jackson with 2 outs, base runner 5. Let's see here, -1. So it's 5 minus center to single center field. So a 1-4, Jackson will get the third. And that's a 6. The throw coming in from Carter, a 1-3. He could be out. That is a 4. Jackson puts on the brakes and he'll hold at second base. Nice throw in by Carter to prevent Jackson from going to third. And now runners at first and second with 2 out. And the next batter will be Wilson. Wilson is 0 for 1 with a walk. And that's a 16, no play. Yep, the Kelsey and the Reed Bowl, absolutely. Farrell, 1-6 against the switch left. That is a blank. Wilson, 3-5. That's a base hit past third. That will be a single. Jackson, base runner 5. That will be fast enough. Jackson will come around third, and he will score on a single. Stillwell will hold at second. Wilson holds at first, and the Royals now have a 2-0 lead. Stadium groans. RBI single. It will score Jackson from second base because of 2 outs. Royals 2-0 now, and the batter will be Brett. Brett is 0 for 2. V-Dub Production joins us here at Cleveland Stadium, watching this on television because I'm on break at work. I've made it to the big time when I'm on the big screen. Runners at first and second. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 16. Farrell make the pitch. Farrell, 3-3, strikeout 2, and he gets Brett. Struck him out, and that'll retire the side. Strikeout number 3 for Farrell. But damage is done. 1 run on 2 hits and a hit by pitch. We go to the bottom of the 5th here. And the Royals are leading here 2-0. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Hall hit 296 versus rights and 109 versus lefts and 88. So you don't like Hall's card, huh? Well, leading off for the Indians will be Brooke Jacoby. He got a base hit his first time up and got an extra base on an error. 2-0 Royals. Gubicza will pitch. 6-6. It's at the park. The mistake by the lake. 4-5. It's a fly to left. And Bo will make the play as Bo knows baseball. And he'll make the catch. Next up is Clark. Clark is 0 for 1. Gubicza with the pitch. 2-6. Strikeout 10. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is strikeout number 5 for Gubicza. Next up will be Allenson. And Allenson is 0 for 1. 2-0 Royals. Gubicza 5-4. Range play. Allenson 6-1. Fly to left. And that's hit to Jackson. Jackson had good range. His range is a 4. And he will make the catch on the run to retire the side. Nice play by Bo. He definitely knows baseball. And another 1-2-3 inning for Gubicza. After 5, still 2-0 in favor of the Royals. We go to the top of the 6th. I might just have you my smart TV on my next day off. Hey, I had some guy show me I forget who it was. I think it was, who was it? Was it, shoot. It was one of the Kansas City Royal fans. What was it? Double D. I think it was Double D. Double D. I think it was him who showed me a picture of one of my games I was doing on his big television screen. I never thought my field could look that big. We go to the top of the 6th inning, 2-0 here. Pretty good matchup here right now. Danny Tartable leads off. He's 1 for 2 with a bomb. Farrell will make the pitch. Farrell 1-6 against a righty. That's going to be an out. And it's a ground ball to second base. Franco will handle it with no trouble. Next up is Seitzer. Seitzer is 0 for 2. Hard to see 1980 innings without thinking of the movie Major League. Yes, one of the best films, one of the better baseball films, Major League. That, and I also did like Major League too. Farrell 3-5. That is a blank. Seitzer 1-5. Fly ball to left, and it will be Hall getting to it and putting it away. 2 outs. Here comes Buckner. Buckner 0 for 2. Farrell, he'll set the pitch. 3-6 against the lefty. That is a blank. Buckner, 4-3. Base hit center field. Buckner will get himself a 2-out base knock. And he will hold at first with a single. And we'll give a chance for Jackson. Jackson got hit by a pitch his last time up and scored. He's 0 for 1. Rob, if you're on the big screen, enough room for benches and pens on the screen. Yeah, right? You think so? 2 outs. I don't think Buckner's going to do anything, and he won't. Although, he had actually 5. Buckner actually had 5 stolen bases in 88. Probably failed hit and runs. Farrell, 6-6, strikeout 11. Yep, he gets Jackson easily as Jackson swings and gets nothing but air. And the ball was in the mitt before the bat was actually off his shoulder, and that'll retire the side. That will be strikeout number 4 for Farrell. And no runs and a hit for the Royals. And it stays 2-0. Cleveland staying in this game, but they're not getting anything off of Gubicza today. Gubicza right now pitching his ERA. Bottom of the 6th coming up. Watch out, Brian. You may get the block dragon. No, not block dragon yet. Didn't realize we were allowing you guys to pitch 250 innings in 88. Yeah, but that's still 88. Hey, 80s and 90s, they were still going. And really, the pitching really started changing around the contemporary era, 2010 and later. Here's Jay Bell. He'll lead off for the Tribe here in the bottom of the 6th. He's 0 for 1. Gubicza, 4-6 against the righty. Strikeout 12. Strikeout. And that's strikeout number 6 for Gubicza. He's having a good game tonight. He is hot. Here comes Franco, who I thought the only way he would quit playing baseball was when he was in a pine. The only way I thought he would be done with baseball was when he was in a pine box with no nails. Franco is 1 for 1, a single and a walk. Gubicza, 4-4, error on a grounder. Franco, 2-2. That ball is hit to right field. That is a 2. Against the righty, that's a base hit to right. Right fielder Tartable has an error rating of 6. He will not make an error, and he will throw it in. And Franco has his second hit of the game. Franco now 2 for 2. Next batter is Upshaw, and he's 0 for 2. Infield double play. Franco, 25 stolen bases. Does not get the steal sign. Gubicza, 4-5 against the lefty. Blank. Upshaw, 2-1. And that's a ground ball to third. Let's see if they turn it. 2-2-3. Second base, pivot. Wellman, 0. A 1-3. It's a double play. They don't get it. Franco thrown out at second. Upshaw will beat the relay, 2 down. So 2 outs now on the fielder's choice. And now a chance for Carter. Carter is 0 for 2. Upshaw had 12 stolen bases. That is a 16. He won't go. Gubicza will make the pitch. 3-6 against the righty. That will be an out. And it's a ground ball into short, taken care of there by Stillwell. He's going to throw to second to get Upshaw and retire the side. No runs, a hit, and now nothing else across. Gubicza, that 2.70 ERA, he's pitching like he had it. After 6, 2-0 in favor of the Royals. We go to the top of the 7th here. Rapidly moving ball game, just like yesterday's game was. Most pitchers' duels usually go by pretty quick. Jamie Quirk leads off for KC. He's 0 for 2. Farrell can pitch to 4 more batters before fatigue. Farrell with the pitch. Farrell, 2-1. That is a blank. Quirk, 3-1. Ground ball hit to short. That'll be taken care of by Bell for out number 1. Wellman is the next batter, and he's 0 for 2. Farrell with the pitch. 4-3. That is a blank. Wellman, 5-5. That's a single. It'll be right past third base, and Wellman will get to first. So a nice hit for him. And that's his first hit of the game. Next batter is Stillwell, and he is 1 for 3. Single and reached on an error. Infield double play call. Wellman had a stolen base, and he is not going anywhere. And Stillwell actually gets the hit and run sign, but he's going to swing normally. Frank Rosank joins us here at Cleveland Stadium. Welcome, Mr. Rosank. I don't think you've ever been in my chat before. Welcome, sir, to the network. Farrell with the pitch. 3-4. That is a blank. Stillwell, 6-4. Line drive it right back to Farrell, and he put it away. That's out number 2. And Wellman, a 1-4. He'll be out, and he is doubled off easily. Side retired. An L1-3 double play as Stillwell hits it right back to Farrell, and Wellman is way off the bag, and Farrell just has to underhand it and throw it to first, and that will retire the side. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I will be right back. Mom, can you wait until I'm done? You need to. You're gonna have to. Don't forget, we got 10-minute ticker coming up after tonight's game. Since tonight is the last game in the month of May, you know I always take a month break before the next month. Therefore, there will be no game tomorrow night. Our next game will be Wednesday, as we'll be in the month of June. And that game will be June 3rd. We're going back to Jack Murphy Stadium back in the National League, and it will be the Atlanta Braves taking on the San Diego Padres. Kevin Kaufman will be pitching for the Braves, and Eric Shao will be pitching for the Padres. That will be Wednesday night, not tomorrow, as of course, you know, in between the months, I take a break. I take one day off to rest. So we got that coming up. So there will be no game tomorrow night, but it will be the Braves and the Padres on Wednesday night, and that will be June 3rd. So hope you'll join us for that game. Kaufman against Shao. Yep, win, place, and Shao. We go to the bottom of the 7th here. Royals lead 2-0. Gubicza still on the mound as after further review with Steve Tower joins us here at the Mistake by the Lake. We always want to show Mr. Tower the appreciation that he does for the hobby. He is one of the best guys out there that does this, well, along with, of course, Al Red Sox fan and ID Jester and Mr. Dave Gardner, Ron Juckett, just so many others I can say. So after further review, always check out his channel. He is just amazing at what he does. Bottom of the 7th, leading off for the Indians will be Corey Snyder. He's 0 for 2 in another pitcher's duel here. Gubicza playing the tank. Gubicza 2-6, strikeout 12. That is just too high. It just misses. Snyder 2-6 at the fly to right, and that's going to be taken care of by Tartable, and that is out number 1. As baseball demos the simulation game, Mets versus Rays. Now that would be fun to watch. That'll bring up Hall. Hall is 0 for 2. Gubicza, they'll go up against Hall here. Chuck Rawlings, there was an actual headline, no block threat. Padres fail to enjoy the Shao. Somebody give Chuck Rawlings the block dragon. Gubicza. 3-5, error on a throw. Hall, 2-5. That is a base hit to left field. There won't be an error. Hall will go ahead and get the first. No error on a throw, so he'll stay where he is. And now the Indians have the tying run at the plate in Jacoby, and he's 1 for 2 with a single. Infield double play. Hall had 7 stolen bases. That is a 20. Gubicza does have a chance to do something. That is a 6, and he throws the ball away. That is a pickoff error. Hall is going to go to second. He tries to pick off Hall, and that's going to be an E1. And that is the second error on the Royals, and they did have 2 errors in the game historically. So Gubicza commits an error and now puts a runner at second for Jacoby. For an actual headline, oh dear. Well, that was an actual headline. Oh my, that's okay. Okay, all right, that's fine. That's fine. No block dragon needed. Chuck Rawlings is fine by me. Although baseball, no block dragon tonight. Jacoby now will bat with runner at second base. Strategy roll. Hall does get the steal sign to go to third, but he's going to stay there at second and let Jacoby swing. 2 outs here. Gubicza, 3-5, error on a throw. Jacoby, 3-2, fly ball hit the left. And that's going to go to Jackson. That's going to be out number 2. Hall will not try to go to third. He will stay at second, so there will not be a throwing error, and that's out number 2. Next up is Clark. Clark is 0 for 2. Once again, Indians getting base runners, but they can't get anybody going. That's a 6, nothing happening. Gubicza, he'll go ahead and make the pitch. Gubicza, 4-3, strikeout 9, swing and a miss, strikeout. The inning is over. Dave Clark has the hat trick. That's the 7th strikeout for Gubicza. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 error. And again, the Indians are just not getting anything done. 2-0 Royals after 7. We go to the top of the 8th. Leading off for the Royals will be Willie Wilson. Farrell can pitch to one more batter before fatigue. He will stay out there. Farrell's done a good job tonight, too. Farrell with the pitch. Farrell, 4-2. Hit by pitch, 9. That's high, just misses. Wilson, 1-1. It's a fly to right. Getting over there will be Snyder for out number 1. One man down. The batter is Brett. And Brett is 0 for 3. Mel's card needs an overhaul. Okay, now you get the block dragon. And you definitely get the block dragon. Absolutely. That man, someone has to get the block dragon. There you go. Block dragon for baseball demos. He gets the block dragon. Farrell will pitch to Brett. Brett is 0 for 3. Farrell is now tired. Farrell, 5-2. Strikeout 6. That's going to miss, just too high. Brett, 1-2. Base hit, center field. And Brett will come up with a single. So a single there for Brett. And he gets the first base. And now the batter is Tartable. Tartable 1 for 3 with a bomb. Infield is, we got 1 out, and infield is at double play death. Strategy rolls are still on, and Brett, nothing happening there. Brett will stay where he is. Farrell will pitch to Tartable. Farrell, 4-6, strikeout 12. Got him on that one. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's going to be strikeout number 5 for Farrell. 2 outs now. And here comes Kevin Alka-Seitzer, and he's 0 for 3. 2 outs, Brett on it first. That is an 8, and he will stay put. Farrell trying to complete the inning. I don't think he'll pitch the 9th. So the Indians are trying to see if Farrell can go the distance here. Farrell, 5-2, strikeout, 14 is high. Seitzer, 3-5. That ball is hit to right field. That is a 2. And against the righty, that's going to be a double for Seitzer. A double to right. Brett, 2 outs. Base runner 3. Double to right, -1. A 1 or a 2. Brett will score. He does not. He holds it third. Brett probably did not get a good enough jump off of first. Hit the right field. Snyder throws it in. And Brett will hold at third base. He will not score. Double for Seitzer. And now the batter is Buckner. Buckner is 1 for 3. The question now is, they want to keep Farrell in there, or do they want to take him out? I really don't think it matters here. He actually, I think better to maybe, does it matter here for Buckner, or do you leave Farrell in there? I think Modest King says pull Farrell, and you know what? That's what they're going to do. That will be it for Farrell, as that's what the Indians will do. So Farrell's going to come out of the game, and they'll probably bring in a lefty to pitch to Buckner, and they will. And coming on to pitch for the Indians will be Dan Schatzeder. No wins, 3 losses, 3 saves, a 6.49 ERA. But he had a good amount of appearances. He's there to pitch to Buckner, and probably that's going to be it. So Dan Schatzeder comes in to pitch for the Indians with 2 outs. Runners at second and third, 2 men down, top of the 8th, 2-0 Royals. Buckner is 1 for 3. And they're going to go ahead and let Schatzeder pitch to Buckner. Strategy rolls are still active. That is a 10, nothing happening. Schatzeder will make the pitch. Schatzeder, 2-4. Home run result against the lefty. Buckner needs a 5. The 20 is high. Buckner, 3-6. And it's a fly ball deep to center field. Going back for it is Carter, but he's going to have room, and he will make the catch and retire the side. No runs, 2 hits. 2 men stranded by the Royals. It stays 2-0. Schatzeder did pitch Buckner a meatball, but Buckner could not put the tomato sauce on it. And we will go to the bottom of the 8th. Gubicza still plenty in the tank. And let's see, he can pitch to 32 batters. And he can still pitch to 7, so Gubicza has plenty left. Leading off for the Indians will be Andy Allenson. Allenson is 0 for 2. But Gubicza pitching very well like he did in 88. He was a 20-game winner. Gubicza, 4-1. That's an out. And it will be a ground ball to first, handled by Brett. And that's out number 1. 1 down. The next batter is Bell. And they are going to pull him. Jay Bell's going to come out of the game. And we will see a pinch hitter here for Bell. And they're going to bring in Pat Tabler, 282 average, 2 homers, 66 RBIs. Ron Washington will take over at short. So timeout for a position change here, as Ron Washington will now come over at short. Makes more errors, but a little better range. Not good at pivot arms, though, but they will come in there. So Ron Washington will take over at shortstop, but Pat Tabler will pinch hit against Gubicza here. 1 out, bottom of the 8th. Gubicza with the pitch. Gubicza, 5-5 against the righty. Strikeout 8, and it's a called strike 3 on the outside corner. He got him. Strikeout number 8 for Gubicza, as he is doing very well tonight. Top of the order for Franco. Franco is 2 for 2, 2 singles and a walk. Pat, Mr. Breeze loaded Tabler. Gubicza with the pitch. Gubicza, 5-6, strikeout, 19 is high. Franco, 6-3, and it's a single into right field. Franco doing the job for the Indians tonight. That's his 3rd hit. He'll hold it first and bring up a chance for Upshaw. Upshaw is 0 for 3, but he will bat. Franco on at first base. Upshaw will go up against Gubicza. 2-0 Royals. Can the Indians do something here? Strategy rolls are still active. Nothing on the 9. Franco stays where he is. Gubicza will set up with the pitch. 6-6 at the park. The mistake by the lake. 5-4, and it's a fly ball to right field. Tartabull will have a beat on it, and he's going to make the catch and retire the side. No runs and a hit. Gubicza shutting the Indians down 2-0 after 8. We go to the top of the 9th. Leading off for the Royals will be Bo Knows Baseball Jackson. And he is 0 for 2. He got hit by a pitch. Schatzeder coming out. Indians will go to the bullpen. And they are going to bring in, it's not a safe situation, but they'll bring him in anyway. Coming in to pitch for the Indians will be Doug Jones. 3 wins, 4 losses, 37 saves, a 2.27 ERA. Jones was one of the better closers that year in 88. And he will go up against the bottom part of the Royal lineup. Bo Jackson will lead off. Doug Jones with the pitch. Jones, 3-5, strikeout 12. Got him easily on a called strike 3. It was actually pretty good pitch. And down goes Jackson for out number 1. I always felt Doug Jones was kind of underrated. I think Doug Jones was an underrated closer. Here comes Quirk. Quirk will bat. He's 0 for 3. Jones sets up with the pitch. Jones, 1-4, strikeout 19 is high. Quirk, 4-4, it's grounded to short, and Washington will take care of it and throws it to first for out number 2. Two outs now. Wellman is next, and he is 1 for 3 with a single. Jones will set up, and he will make the pitch. Jones, 3-3, range play. Wellman, 4-5. It's hit the right field it's hit the right field. Doesn't matter where. That is a 10. That's going to be a double to right. It's a chance for Corey Snyder, though, to make a play. His range is a 3. He's got it easily near the track, near the corner, but Snyder will track it down and get it, and he will take a double away from Wellman and end the inning. So 1-2-3 go the Royals, 2-0. But will we see some 9th inning magic? Leading off for the Tribe will be Joe Carter. He is 0 for 3. Gubicza can still pitch when he is not tired yet. They're going to leave Gubicza in there. Although Steve Farr is ready to go if necessary. He was the closer for the Royals that year. Gubicza will make the pitch. Gubicza, 2-4. That is a blank. Carter, 1-2. And Carter leads off with a single to right. No 1-2-3 inning here as usual. And Carter gets a leadoff base hit to right field. Single to right. Now the batter is Snyder. Snyder is 0 for 3. Infield double play depth. Strategy rolls are off. Gubicza, pitcher versus batter. Gubicza against Snyder. Gubicza will pitch to him. Snyder will bat. Carter on it first. Gubicza with the deal. 5-5 against the righty. Strikeout 5. Swing and a miss at a low curve. Struck him out. And that is strikeout number 9 for Gubicza. 1 out. The batter is now Hall. Hall is 1 for 3. Carter on it first. Gubicza not worried about him. He will pitch to Hall. Fans here at the Mistake by the Lake, hoping they can go ahead and Hall will get a hit. Gubicza sets up. Now he deals. 3-6 against the lefty. That is a blank. Hall, 3-5, and that is a ground ball to first. Can they turn the double play? 1, 1, and 1. Since it hit the first. Shortstop, Stillwell, a 0 pivot. This game ends on a 1. No. It's picked up there by Brett. He throws to Stillwell. He'll get Carter. Carter will be out. They will not make the relay. Hall will get to first, and that is the second out. They cannot turn the 2, so it is a fielder's choice. And now the last chance for the Indians will be Brooke Jacoby. He is 1 for 3, single and reached on and got an extra base on an error. Hall will stay at first base. And here comes a big chance for Jacoby. Gubicza is now tired. He's going to try to finish this game. This is 1988, not 2023. 2-0. Fans here at Cleveland Stadium hoping for a hit. Here comes the pitch. Gubicza, 4-1, and he's going to get it. That's going to be an out. And it will be a ground ball to third, picked up by Seitzer. He picks it up, pumps once, pumps twice, throws to first. That's your game. The Royals will shut out the Indians tonight, 2-0. Stadium Groans. No runs and a hit for the Indians as Mark Gubicza gets the big-time complete game win. And he will get it done tonight as Brian Patterson not happy. A victory there. Yes, a complete game, Brian B. You know, those are rare these days. Almost really very rare these days. But a win there for the Royals. They will shut the Indians out 2-0. Second straight game we had a 2-0 score. We had that yesterday. Final line score coming up. For the Royals, 2 runs on 7 hits and 2 errors. For the Indians, no runs on 6 hits and 1 error. The winning pitcher, of course, is Mark Gubicza. He gets the win in the complete game. John Farrell does take the loss. So a nice win for the Royals today. And they'll get the win over the Indians, but we are not done yet. 10-minute ticker coming right up. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by Brian Davis's FastScore Baseball. So the Royals do get the win, and let's end the month of May. May 31st, Boston at California. Red Sox 22-15, and that is 3. Angels 1941, and that's 5. That will be a win for the Halos. White Sox at Detroit. White Sox 742, and that's 4. Tigers 1141, and that's also 4. They will tie. White Sox roll a 5, plus 3 is 8. Detroit rolls a 4, plus 0. That will be a win for the Pale Hose. Texas at Minnesota. Rangers 12-11, that is 0. Minnesota 16-51, and that will be 6. A win for the Twins. Yankees and the Athletics. Yankees 16-31, and that's 4. Oakland 14-45, and that's 5. A win for the A's. Baltimore at Seattle. Baltimore 1936, and that is 5. Seattle 14-55. That's 7. That will be a win for the M's. Milwaukee at Toronto. Milwaukee 5-54, and that's 5. Toronto 10-44, that's 5. They will tie. Brewers, both teams roll a 5. Milwaukee -1, Toronto -2. That's going to be a win for the Brewers. Brewers will beat the Blue Jays. Pittsburgh at Atlanta. Pirates 14-44, and that's 5. Atlanta 10-66 is 10, and that will be a win for the Braves. Reds and the Cubs. Reds 14-14, and that is 2. Cubs 13-23, and that's 3. That will be a win for the Cubs. Cardinals and the Astros. Cardinals 6-63, and that is 6. Astros 9-16, and that is 2, and that's a win for the Redbirds. Giants and the Expos. Giants 8-42, and that's 4. Expos 5-56, that's 5, and that will be a win for the Spos, Dodgers, and the Mets. Mets had a very rough May. Dodgers 5-14, and that's 1. Mets 11-61, and that is 7. And my Mets at least will end May with a win and a happy recap. Padres and the Phillies. Padres 10-21, that's 2. Phillies 5-25, and that is also 2. They will tie. Padres roll a 2 plus 0. Phillies roll a 3 plus 0. That will be a win for the Phillies. On to June 1st, Kansas City at Cleveland. Kansas City 17-24, and that's 4. Indians 10-36, and that's also 4 extra innings. Kansas City rolls a 6, minus 2 is 4. Cleveland rolls a 6, plus 2 is 8, and that will be a win for the Tribe. White Sox and the Tigers. White Sox 751, and that is 5. Tigers 14-11, and that is 0. And another win for the Pale Hose. Texas at Minnesota. Rangers 0-54, and that's 4. Twins 14-62, and that's 8. That will be a win for the Twin Cities. Yankees and the Athletics. Yankees 13-64, and that's 8. A's 15-15, and that is 2, and that will be a win for the Bombers. Baltimore at Seattle. Orioles 2-13, that's 2-13, that is 0. Mariners 11-62, and that is 7. Another win for the M's. Milwaukee at Toronto. Brewers 10-31, and that is 3. Blue Jays 13-33, that's 4, a win for the Jays. Pittsburgh and the Braves. Bucks 12-62, and that's 7. Bravos 10-15, that is 2, and the Bucks will win that game. Reds and the Cubs. Reds 8-36, and that is 4. Cubs 7-56, that is 6, and that game does not belong to the Reds. Cardinals and the Astros. Cardinals 8-13, and that's 1. Astros 13-55, and that is 6, a win for the Stros. Giants and the Expos. Giants 9-61, and that is 6. Montreal 7-55, and that is 5, barely. But that will be a win for the Giants. Dodgers and the Mets. Can my Mets win another one? Dodgers 4-22, and that is 1. Mets 6-65, and that is 7. Another happy recap for my Mets. We'll have a winning night. Padres and the Phillies. Padres 7-25, that is 2. Phillies 5-31, that's also 2. They will go to extras. Padres roll a 5 plus 0. Phillies roll a 3 plus 0. That will be a win for the Friars. On to June 2nd, Toronto at Boston. Of course, I will have the standings after tonight posted in the Universal Baseball Lounge for those who want to check the standings after 2 months. Toronto at Boston. Blue Jays 11-54, and that is 6. Red Sox 11-61, and that is 7. That will be a win for the Bo Sox. Texas and the White Sox. Rangers 12-56, that is 7. White Sox 7-62, and that is 6. That will be a win for the Rangers. Seattle at Kansas City. Seattle 15-21, and that's 3. Royals 15-65, and that is 9. Another win for the Royals. California and Milwaukee. Angels 13-64, that's 8. Brewers 11-43, and that's 5. That will be a win for the Halos. Cubs and the Mets. Can my Mets win another one against a bad Cubs team? Cubs 2-44, and that is 2. Mets 16-24, and that is 3. My Mets will have a happy recap and win all 3 games tonight. We got catching up to do. Cardinals and the Phillies. Cardinals 10-53, and that is 5. Phillies 2-24, and that is 2. That will be a win for the Redbirds. Expos and the Pirates. Have I kept the team's full season stats? I don't do that. I don't have time to get that kind of information. Plus, everything's all done by it, but no. Montreal 4-13, that is 0. Pirates 12-62, and that is 7, and that will be a win for the Pirates. That is your 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. There's always Wednesday. No game tomorrow night, as we're now in between the months from May to June. Wednesday, we will have June 3rd. We will be at Jack Murphy Stadium as the Atlanta Braves will take on the San Diego Padres. Kevin Kaufman will go for the Braves, and Eric Shao will go for the Padres. So a good matchup coming up on Wednesday. So no game tomorrow. June will begin, or officially begin, on Wednesday. Braves, Padres, Kaufman, and Shao. Be there or be square. Brian Patterson, John Solner, Jeff Merklin, Steeler fan, Modest King, Brian B., Chuck Rawlings, baseball with the demos, Frank Rosnack, and let's see, of course, we have After Further Review with Steve Tower, and let's see, V-Dub Productions, and let's see if we got everybody here, and of course, let's see, Doug Hunt, John Solner, and John West. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out to the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so, and make sure you hit the darn bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong, and we'll see you Wednesday night. Another shutout, second straight shutout on Inside Pitch. Tonight it's the Royals shutting out the Indians 2-0. We'll see you guys Wednesday. Have a good one.